Well, there's nothing more blatant of Saturn worship than actually saying that they worship Saturn. Unbelievable.
Well, this is the dock here at Koblenz, which is quite a small city, but you see the cable cars going up there in the distance. I mean, you're talking about from here, at least to the top of there, I would say a kilometre. I mean, it's very, very far, and you see the scale of that statue just over the water. It's about 600-700 metres over there, and it's huge. It's like a monument, and it looks like a man on a horse. The scale is very big, and then see over here is a church, and just to give you the scale, look at the size of the statue. It's even bigger than the width of that church there, which has got two steeples, and that's closer. So still in the Rhine River.
Okay, these eggs are from the unicorn hen. I think it's a Mandela effect. Just normal hens and unicorn hens, which are also called rainbow hens. Mandela effect. We're in Frankfurt, and you can see there's just an infatuation with these double-headed eagle. You know, the symbol of the Freemasons. There's one there. And here, there's more Chinese art. But three, each of them are the same. I think this would be the fleur de lis over here. And they're just casts, or they're stone carvings by masons, stonemasons, of course. This looks to be, well, the phoenix, isn't it? Phoenix and phoenix. And I think that's a Knights Templar cross in the middle. It's I'm not sure what it is. It's an F actually. It's not a cross. It's an F, and it's got a crown as well. All this is from the second book of Ezra. Satan really went to great lengths to hide the beast of the eagle from the sea that rules in the last days. It represents the fourth beast in the book of Daniel. I think these are meant to be, well, cherubs or slaves or something, I'm not sure. This is their sun god. And again, the phoenix stroke eagle. You can even put another stroke dragon, but it's that's what it is. And I can't read German, so I'll just hold this here, and someone who can read German can read that. And I think this could be to do with the zodiac. I'm looking at the signs here, and okay, it just goes on and on. I think that's a type of a six-pointed star with a shield in the middle, but it's got a, I'm not sure what it's got in the middle. Again, I'm not sure what it says, but I've not seen this one before. It's like a shell. I'm not sure what that represents. Violin. Okay. This would be like Pan, probably. Knights. I'm not sure. Knights of Malta, Knights Templar. And the final one here, I think. Not at all sure what they represent. Something tells me it's to do with serpents or something like that. We just can't be in Germany without weird fresco art in tunnels, you know. So this is obviously symbolic of some, I don't know, some pagan observance. You've got roses, you've got rosaries, got sort of like a sceptre there, sign of power, and then lots of black makeup, and I'm not sure what that's meant to be. It's some kind of reptile, maybe it's a reptilian, right? So it's to do with that. And then on the other side, and I know the Nazis really liked, for some reason, I think they like Red Indians, and I think that there looks like a phoenix or an eagle again. It's the bird that they practically worship in Germany. I don't know what she's crying about. Alright, did a bit of preaching yesterday in Frankfurt. Came back to the car before I got any tickets. Yeah, there was 4 police there that came that had bulletproof vests on, and you know, asked what they received a complaint, just the normal bullshit, you know. But we all know what they're up to. And then what happens, you know, I travel to Warburg, and then some clown, like about 7 AM in the morning, puts a ticket on my car for being in Frankfurt the day before. Bit weird. So what God is going to do is he's going to change the rules for Germany. You know, I'm only just travelling through Germany, preaching the gospel a little bit, but God is going to change the rules for Germany. So I can't share with you what that's going to be, but it's going to be devastating for them, because if they change their own rules to persecute people as they did the Jews, then God will change the rules for them again in the last days. If they're not going to turn and repent to Jesus Christ and receive his Son and just be born again, if they're going to ignore that and they think they know better than God, then, you know, forget it, man. Forget it. I do pray for the people within Germany. You know, I guess there's some appointments that God always wants, you know, to share the gospel and for people to get saved. But the authorities here are just Nazi, authoritarian. And, you know, I was just thinking about, yeah, I mean, Germany was National Socialist during Hitler's reign. But really what we had there was him bending the rules. That's really what happened. And he went beyond National Socialism when he started rounding up gypsies and all the, you know, Jews and all that. Everyone, you know, that they thought, well, we're just going to kill them. That's not National Socialism, you know what I'm saying? But I suppose it's the spirit of it, because you're going towards the fact that it's really like communism, because the government is God. The government is God. The government decides who lives and who dies and exactly what happens. You know, the strange thing is that they try to fool everyone by saying that Nazism and communism are different. I believe that Adolf Hitler was fully operated in a communist Germany. It wasn't National Socialist. Nazism And that's why they demonised nationalism. There's nothing wrong with nationalism, by the way, but the elite demonised nationalism through what Hitler did, and it was beyond, as I said, it was beyond National Socialism. It was really communism. Someone who's more educated than me, can they tell me the difference between Germany in the 1940s or 30s and Russia under Stalin? Stalin did exactly the same thing. He just started throwing people in jail that he didn't like, his own family. He ended up killing his own family members because he didn't trust them. You know, and that's all I hear about in the UK as well. You know, oh, I can treat you like worse than an animal because I don't trust you. Really? Well, what, you know, what have we done to you, UK? What has Tommy Robinson done to you that you have to put him in jail? You don't trust Tommy? Tommy's just standing up for those who are weak, like children being raped, and God, he's just doing what any real man should do. And you know, there should be more people like Tommy Robinson in the United Kingdom. I can't believe that, you know, people call him a Nazi. That means that you're nationalist, pretty much. Doesn't really mean that you're socialist in a way, but you're nationalist. That's all it really means. You look up the definition online or in a dictionary. What is a Nazi? It's one who is nationalistic. That's it. But what Adolf Hitler did to it was horrible. He really brought it to communism. He really brought it to like Stalinist Russia. So people have just got to understand, like, there's nothing wrong with wanting your own country to be doing well. But when you start putting random people in jail and killing people and demonising people for their colour of their skin, how much money they make, you know, in the class system, etc., 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 then it's not good. It's not good when you have prejudices in these areas. And there's a lot of wasps here as well. I think I got stung the other day, I'm not sure. But anyway, God bless you. Well, we're in Warburg, and so this is all around the grounds. This is like the palace grounds down here. But all around the sort of a walled circumference, and it is very big. There's the offering bowl and the serpent coming out it. It's a sort of a serpent design all around here. And that's like the grail, I believe, and there's one at each side. And then there's this thing, which has got roses on it. Again, roses are very common, pagan ceremonies. And then we have the altar here, which poses as a bench for tourists. It's even got a number on it, actually. And there's the other offering bowl. If there's any serpents around there, could be. And that's the other grail at the other side. And this is the same right round the wall part of this palace. Several of these altars. So the castle is just beyond the palace here. And this is the palace grounds. Somebody having a birthday party, I think. Let's see if there's any more of these carvings. This is just outside the palace grounds, and as you can see, the shield is really shaped like an eagle again, with the wings, crown on the top, and I think he's got a key there. Might be speaking about the Vatican, I'm not sure, it could be masonry, whatever. You can just about make out some symbols there. It's just like you're meant to see, oh, you know, there's the royal crown here, and all Masonic symbology. Waters of life trickling down from His Majesty up there. Trickling all the way down to the people, I suppose. Maybe that's the Masonic symbolism, I'm not sure. But, anyway, weird.